Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. What's good, everybody? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday in the building, baby. What is good? What is good? What is good? Man, it's been it was a slow weekend. It was a slow weekend crypto wise. But man, did we wake up today to hear some solid news? Some decent news? Could we are we on a little rally today? Is crypto rallying today? Is what? Say what? Absolutely. And as we had up there a while ago, you can see by the crypto bubbles, we see green. We see green, which is beautiful sight. Which is a beautiful sight. We can actually come over here and look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin up almost 7% on the day, so very very solid there as we see that. But what is good, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? Man, oh man, oh man. Sorry about last week. Thursday, I woke up not feeling well. Friday just wasn't there. Just wasn't quite feeling myself. So back at it now, much better. Actually got a round of golf in yesterday, so feeling much better today. So that is a good thing, and glad and blessed to be feeling better and be able to come back and do this here. So, how you doing? How was y'all's weekend? How was the weekend? Let me know. If you are over on Twitter or X, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that retweet button, leave me a comment. Let me know. Let me know you're there. But absolutely. Let's take a look over here at CoinMarketCap, see what the overall market is looking like as we see there on the crypto bubbles. It's been a good day. Been a good day. We woke up to some solid news coming out of for BlackRock and how the BlackRock won their appeal with the SEC in the courts there. So on their Bitcoin ETFs, and so we saw Bitcoin kind of having a beautiful run here today, going from 26,000. And now we're up almost $2,000 on the day, up to almost 28. So I actually think it might have touched 28 briefly. Yeah, it touched 28,000. So dang near an entire $2,000 up on the day for Bitcoin after the news of the ETFs. So very very solid there, very solid. And the rest of the market, as we know, where Bitcoin goes, the rest of the market goes. So overall market is at a $1.07 trillion market cap, up 1.72%. And I actually think it got up to like a 1.1 a while earlier when I looked at it. But Bitcoin sitting there almost at 28,000. You got Ethereum sitting there at 1,700, which is nice to see, up 5.37%, which is beautiful. You got BNB sitting there at $228, up almost 5% as well. XRP up almost 4.25, sitting there at 54 cents. So beautiful stuff we're seeing here. And we actually had a little bit of potential Doge news with X getting their crypto, their payment platform. So that could be a big move for Doge as well, because we do know that Elon is a huge Doge lover. He's a big fan of Doge and has been a huge player in that as well. So some decent news on the day, and as we continue to look through, I imagine we're probably going to see pretty green over the 24 in the 1 hour here. We're probably going to have a little bit of red mixed in there, but nothing too crazy. So it is nice to see. For the meantime, it's nice to see. We will have to see exactly how much this run goes. We'll have to see. But as we see the Greer, the fear and greed index over here at 35, not completely in fear, but we're not neutral or happy or greedy. So usually when you get into this part right here, fear is usually a good time, a good buying point. But we'll have to see how it plays out. Now, I will say, I don't know if I'm going to leave that up there for now. I don't know if this rally will hold. We may see a pushback down, but we could see a little sustaining, maybe get back to 30,000, around 30,000, and hold that for a little while. We'll just have to see how it plays out with the SEC and the BlackRock, and all that good stuff. So the big news of the day, it really is the SEC and the Bitcoin ETFs with what you call it, Grayscale, I do believe. So as we Grayscale, Bitcoin's jumping up very nicely after the ruling of that right there. So with Grayscale, it could potentially make it easier. It could definitely pave the way and make it easier for Bitcoin to get the spot ETFs. But we'll have to see how long it takes. As we know, the SEC likes to drag their feet out, and but I will say the SEC has been taking some L's here lately. It hasn't been very much. It hasn't been very much. So now, Mike, what's good, brother? How you doing, man? We thought this news would come in April, some days ago. I still think that we're a ways out. They're still within their time frame to make a judgment, whether to approve or to reject. This right here, it just kind of opens that up to maybe being a little quicker, maybe just a little fire under them. But I don't know how quickly they will get that done. You know what I mean? It's still got some. The SEC still has they're still within their time frame, so they could definitely still maintain that. So we'll have to see how that plays out. We really will have to see how that plays out. It could be maybe a couple months earlier. Maybe we get it in December, January, sometime around there, instead of where we were thinking maybe April, May. So, but as we know, the Bitcoin halving is coming in April, and let me pull it up here and see where we are on our Bitcoin halving day. I think we were at the 17th yesterday, so we're actually slowed down, and I think that's just because there hasn't been much Bitcoin volume, not very many blocks being used. So we will see. We will see. Right now, we're looking about mid April for that on the Bitcoin halving, and we'll have to see how that if that continues to kind of be the main time frame. I think it probably will be, but it could be even earlier. It could be maybe April 11th, still mid April, some point in time. But it could definitely be like a domino effect where you got Grayscale. You also got BlackRock, Fidelity, Vanguard. There's a lot of big time players that are that have applied for it already and are waiting a ruling from the SEC. So that could definitely bring in some more institutional investors, some of that big time money, where you get Grayscale and BlackRock, where they are asset managers. You're gonna have they're gonna feel more confident and they have more comfort in providing that ETF for Bitcoin if it's actually regulated, rather than offering it now where it's not regulated. So crazy too cool in the building. What's good, brother? Justin, how are you? How are you going on this terrific Tuesday, man? Doing well, brother. Doing well. The market's looking really nice today. So I'm liking it. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. But yeah, how are you doing, brother? Hopefully you're doing well. So yeah, that is the big news today. As we see, we got Grayscale winning winning against the SEC with their appeal. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love to see that, and we'll take a look over here and see what they. Yeah, the U.S. court. Let me share this screen so I'm not just reading and y'all like, what are you talking about? But here we go. Yeah. Bitcoin jumps 5% as Grayscale ruling, while crypto related stocks soar more than 10%. I did see that like Coinbase is doing really well. And then you got, I think it's GBTC, which is Grayscale Bitcoin Fund, pretty much. A U.S. court ordered the SEC to vacate its rejection of Grayscale's bid to convert its Bitcoin trust into an ETF. So we'll have to see how it actually plays out, but I don't know how soon it will be. I don't know how soon it will be, but at least we know Bitcoin has gained about 5% to top 27,000, almost 28,000 since about 10 o'clock this morning. So that is really nice to see. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission must review its rejection of Grayscale Investments' attempt to convert its Grayscale Bitcoin trust into an ETF. So that's the big news. That really is what's sending the market going right now. Is the fact that the SEC must go back and look at that again, and they must vacate that rejection. So I think that's a good thing. I really do think that's a good thing. Uh, Now the question is, how long will they take to make their final to make the final judgment? That's where difference of opinions are going to come in, is when you start seeing when we start doing that, because we all know the SEC is trying to do everything in their power uh, to make this, to kind of draw it out as long as they can. So I think it could be as early as December. I'm personal opinion. I have no idea. It could be, I wouldn't be surprised if it's December, January, somewhere around there. But again, I think their 240 days are up in April. So April could still be kind of the time frame for that. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had a crystal ball. I wish I had it. Tyler Moy, what's good? How you doing? How you doing? Morning Grow family. What is good? How you doing? How you doing? So it's definitely one of those things where we'll have to keep an eye on it. We'll have to continue to see what's going on with that right there. So it's good news. It's definitely good news for crypto. It's nice to see the markets reacting the way they're reacting right now, and so beautiful to see that. I love Green Days. Green Days is a beautiful thing to see, and so. But we also have some other news. X, Twitter, X, the artist formerly known as Twitter, had some news that came out earlier as well, where X has officially obtained its license to required for crypto payments and trading. So now now we might see that Doge pump a little bit. We might see Doge kind of take off, because we do know that Elon is a big player and a big fan of Doge. But not only that, we'll see crypto being able to be traded and used as payments on X and throughout the platform. So Tuesday coming out today and becoming a hot day for news, where we got Grayscale, and we also got the X getting their 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 license the license required for crypto payments and trading. Man, I can't speak today. So good news coming out. Good news coming out, and we'll have to see how. I'm curious as to see how this comes into play. I want to know how X is going to implement that. Is it going to be, and how it's going to be. We'll just kind of leave it at that, because I don't know what all they're going to do with that and how that's going to play out. But again, I'm also excited to see how that does play out, because it's definitely something that is very interesting. Very interesting for sure. Very interesting for sure. So some big time news happening today. Big time news happening today in the crypto market overall. So yeah, it is a good day. It's a good day. Tis a good day. And we'll have some more conversation about it tomorrow, and tomorrow night on our Grove Live Mega Space with me and Mac. We'll definitely jump into this and have some more conversations about it. Plus, what's going on with Grove? Grove has just been steadily just building and doing what they got to do, which is really nice to see. And but let's get over there to Grove and see, because I think they got a couple of things going on right now. Couple of things going on right now. I think they had I think Alpha X has actually gone live and doing really well. And so beautiful, love to see that as well. And they're actually doing a giveaway at the moment. doing a giveaway at the moment. So let me get that over here pulled up. Boom. To celebrate our very first IEO and their successful launch on our platform, we are giving away a share of 5 million Alpha X tokens between 50 lucky GrowX users. And to participate, got to follow GrowX, got to follow Alpha XPad, join the Telegrams, both Grove and Alpha X, repost this, like and tag 3 friends, and must have a GrowX account. So, but that's all. That's all it takes right there. Super easy. Join the Telegrams, like their Twitter pages or X profiles, uh, repost it, like it, tag 3 friends, and make sure that you do have a Grove X account. And I think Grove X accounts are coming in pretty hot. Pretty hot. Like I think we're getting. I think I saw a tweet. Let me get back to it. I think it's like 300 profile, 300 a day. 300. We're getting on average 300 plus a day signing up for that as well. So beautiful. Love to see that. With an average of 300 plus registrations per day, GrowX is poised to become one of the leading exchanges in the market. Attitude, belief, and skills lead to results. At just 16 days old, we're already making a difference. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love to see that there. Grove really is just continuing to build, continue to put out those utilities. And so it's really nice. Really nice to be a part of that. Miss Christine in the building. How are you doing, ma'am? How you doing? How you doing? Crypto team mom coming in with those Gatorades and orange slices as always. That's awesome. Congrats. Thank you. Yeah, the team is definitely working their butt off and doing a lot of good things and continuing to build. Continuing to build. So yes, please like that. Smash that like button if you haven't already. And if you're in the conversation, you're already subscribed. But if you would like to join the conversation, hit that subscribe button, jump on in and join the conversation. All you got to do. I got into that Grove 1000 staking. I was the 97% person to be added. I'm just waiting for admin to figure out what happened to 500 Grove. I deposited into the 1,000. It'll be there. We'll get that squared away. Have you sent an email to admin? Have you reached out? The team knows about it. What's going on? As long as you've done that, then I have no doubt that they'll get that taken care of very quickly. Doing good, Miss Christina. Love to hear that. I'm doing well. Doing well. Doing well. Wasn't feeling too well last week. Back at it this week, feeling much better. Much better. So okay, solid. Like to see that. Yeah, they'll get you taken care of. And as long as like if you have the transaction hash, you see it's successful, it's there. We just got to figure out why it's not showing up. So we'll get that taken care of, and the team is on it. We got one of the best teams, and they're if they got it, they're on it. They'll get back to you very soon. Very soon. So not worried at all. We'll get that squared away and all that good stuff. So pretty solid. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. But yeah, so like I said, we'll have more Grove news tomorrow night during our Grove Mega Space, on our weekly Grove Live Mega Space that we do every Wednesday night, 8:30 Eastern time. It's actually pinned to the top of my profile. So if you are interested in joining that conversation, feel free to join us tomorrow night. We'll be there, and well, we always have a good time. We always have a good time. So but yeah, that's kind of the big time news. We can actually take a look over here at DEX Tools and see what we got going on DEX Tools and see how things are moving with the projects we've been following. I have not been on my computer for long since last week. Hey, Stewie, first one up today. Stewie is just continuing. Is that an all-time high? New all-time high for Stewie. So congratulations to all the Stews out there holding on to that. Grove up 2.5% on the Ethereum side. So like to see that, probably coming off the news of of Grayscale kind of moving with the market, and on the BNB side, about 3.5%. So 12. We're sitting there at 12 cents, which is absolutely wild to me that it's even that low. But if you were looking for an entry point, not financial advice, but That's a pretty solid entry point, and everything's really moving today. You got Ben moving. Ben's up 30%. If you are into meme coins, uh, and you were in Ben, Ben is moving up 30% on the day, and that doesn't look like a very big candle. But if you bought in yesterday and you are in it today, you're up 30%. So, and I have a feeling that that's probably coming off of the BitBoy news. Probably coming off of the BitBoy news, where and I'm not here to throw shade or anything like that. I hope that BitBoy gets the help that he's needed, stuff like that, and I hope that that whole channel and that whole brand can figure it out and work around it. Say what? Corey Ward coming in with a 20-month subscription. 20 months. My goodness. Been just a friend, just a fan of the JustAman show for 20 months. What up? What up? What up, people? What's good, brother? How you doing? How you doing? Man, it's wild. King's broadcast in the building. What's good, man? How you doing? Been a while, man. Been a while. What's going on with the staking with growth? What do you mean? I got you. I got you. I can answer your questions. What do you mean? What's going on with the staking? I do know that you can't the put it depositing into the larger pools, the 60s, those 60% pools on the dashboard are no longer. You can't do that anymore. All you can do is compound and withdraw. So now, if you're staking, it will all be on GrowX. If you are in those pools, you're good. You're good. You can compound, and you're still earning your percentages there. We just are no more deposits into those pools, and everything has now been shifted over to GrowX. Yeah, notice you can't deposit no more. Yeah, everything now is you can deposit. You can stake over on GrowX for the rewards. You can get in on the rewards program on X. But when it comes to the DeFi, the dashboard side, no more deposits on that. So if you're in there, if you're already in those pools, you're good. You can compound and still get those rewards, those high percentages. But now, if you want to deposit more in, it's everything runs through GrowX now. You're all good, man. You're all good, brother. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. But yeah. So the staking over. I haven't compounded in a while. Let me actually go see. It's been probably a week or two since I've actually done that. I'm glad you said that because now I can go get mine in there. It's one of those out of sight, out of mind things, bro. I forget. And it's so cheap, especially on the BNB side. It's so cheap. On the Ethereum side, I let it build up on the Ethereum side just to justify that gas fee. Um, so make sure I switch my EVM to Binance Smart Chain, connect, and then here we go. Yeah, compound there. 12 cents. Can't beat that. I mean you can with growth because it's even cheaper with on the growth side. But 12-cent gas fee to compound is pretty solid. I am curious what it is over on the Ethereum side. So let me go check that out. I imagine it's probably going to be little bit bigger, a little higher because the gas fees are probably pretty high at the moment. Let me see what's that's actually 24 GUI over there. So it may not be as bad as I was anticipating. It's still high. I mean, it's damn near $14. So we're gonna hold off on that. Let that get a little bit bigger and build up a little bit before we get into it. Miss Barbara Inu, how you doing, ma'am? How you doing? How you doing? I haven't bought or sold in a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time. I haven't really bought anything or really sold anything. Everything's been so down. It doesn't make sense to sell right now. For me personally. So there was a time where there were about a month or two ago. I guess it was I needed some funds for life, so I ended up having to move out of some positions, but nothing too crazy. Miss Barbara, how are you doing? How you doing? Doing well. Doing well. Hopefully, you are doing well as well. Damn, I can get all you can eat wings at Applebee's for that price. Right. That's what I'm saying. $14. I mean, that's a high price. I could always probably like throw on a VPN or something and get it cheaper, but I just let it build up and then put it all in there. Doing great, working a lot. Hey, that's make that money. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do, man. Absolutely. Not mad at that. Not mad at that. Make that money. Make that money. Absolutely. So, but yeah, so we've kind of covered the big news for today. We got Grayscale winning their SEC ruling. You got X acquiring their license they need for payment and trading of crypto. And you got the Grove giveaway that we're doing right now with the 5 million Alpha X. So very, very solid. Don't let that one Grove hater find out you sold something to make some money. I didn't. And here's the thing: he's already hit me up. They like to follow my wallets, which is all good with me. And they've already tried. So here's the thing: is 99, like nine, I'd say probably 98% of my bag is staked. I think I have maybe 500 Grove that's not 1,000 Grove that's not staked, and that's it. And I didn't sell my Grove then. I moved out of other positions, sold some NFTs and things like that. So, but feel free if they want to continue to watch my wallet, they can sit there and laugh at how much I don't have. So, but yeah, they do like to watch. They do like to hate. But yeah, so it's wild. It's wild. But I feel like I've always said, like if you got haters, you're doing something right. If they're not hating on you, they don't care about you, and you're not big enough to make them care. So it's all good. Facts. Facts. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've been busy like always, just kind of getting my feet wet again in DeFi as I've been away for a while. I figured it was time to come back. Hey, it'll be here. It's definitely been a trying time. I truly don't even know what what their deal is. I don't get it. But you're always going to have those bad actors out there who live in negative and like to be negative, and they feel better about themselves when they're negative. I don't get it. It's not my style. I like to be positive and live positively, and I want I want us all to win. Simple as that. Absolutely. All waiting on the bull run. Absolutely. 2024 could be a good time. It could be the beginning of it. I still think 2025 is going to be the real big bull run. Maybe into 2024, into 2025. I think that's when my personal opinion. I think that's when it's going to be. Um, I think we could kind of see a slow run up around quarter one, quarter two of next year. Kind of after the halving. And then after that, that kind of signals that could kind of be the beginning of it. But I could be completely wrong, and this could be a super cycle, and the halving comes, and we just take off, and we could take off for a while. If you were around in the last bull run, 2020, 2021, you know how quick it goes. You know how quick it goes. So, and every day, everybody's running, and things run for no reason, like no reason at all. Shoot, I've been here for 20 months through the ups and downs. That bull run will start in 2025. That's kind of where I'm at. It's kind of where I'm at, and I do think the election will have a big play here in the states, depending on who does get elected president next year. It's an election year. I just think next year is going to be kind of the setup year. Right now we are in we are definitely in the run or the bear market. We are firmly in the longest and hardest and roughest bear market we've ever had when it comes to crypto. But everything is a cycle, and I think maybe after the Bitcoin halving, it usually takes a couple of months after the halving for it really to start taking off. So you're looking quarter four into quarter three into quarter four of 2024 into 2025, and and how long it lasts, who knows. I really do think that we're going to see a lot of new investors, because a lot of people, they saw what happened in the last bear run or bull market, where people were just printing money, and they sat out and missed out. And I think this next bull run, you're going to have a lot more people come in as an investor, uh, whether it be institutional investors, especially. I think we'll get a lot more institutional investors if the Bitcoin ETFs are approved. We'll have to see when and how long it takes the SEC to approve that, if they approve it. Um, but that could really be a catalyst that could, I mean, that could send us to a 5 trillion, $6 trillion market cap for crypto overall by itself. I mean, right now we're at a 1.1. So there's a lot of money that they hold, and that those asset managers that they I think we're going to see some pretty big gains from that alone. Plus, that's going to bring in retail investors, the everyday investors like us. We're going to see a lot more of it. Yeah, absolutely. I need to slowly start stacking my ETH and Bitcoin. Absolutely, not financial advice, but yeah. For me, like, it's been so hard. Like when I have Ethereum in my wallet, I'm like, okay, what can I buy today? Instead of, okay, let me set this Ethereum aside. You know what I mean? Let me set this Bitcoin aside, and all that good stuff. So I need it, but I just put it in a ledger or a cold wallet. Just kind of set it and forget it. Leave it over there. Let it just do what it does. Wait till the bull run comes. Kind of see when the end of the bull run's coming. Take some of that profit, put it into stable coin, and then we wait for the bears to come back out, and then we buy it low. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Name of the game. What happened to Cuff? I haven't heard from him in a while. Man, he's his YouTube. He's got so many projects he's been working with. He has his own. He does a Twitter space every night, or a space on X every night. He's big over on Twitter right now. Um, and YouTube has just been super slow, like extremely slow. Um, so, but he is definitely he's still doing his thing on Twitter, and working at. He's got his own flight. He's got that Flight Club NFT project, and working with some other projects. He's been doing the Twitter thing for a little while. Been doing the Twitter thing for a little while. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts that YouTube channel back up here in a little while. As soon as we get, I keep hearing like rumors that he's going to come back. He keeps telling me, yeah, we're gonna start it back up soon. So we'll see. We shall see. He's super busy. He's got 75 kids, uh, and YouTube is hard when you got that many kids, and you're you know and his lady works. I think she works evenings, so uh, we got 4 or 5 kids under the age of. I think he's got what? He's got the brand new baby that's less. It's like 7 or 8 months old. Uh, he's got Karma, which is like 2, 2.5. Uh, then another. Then his next son is like 5, 4 or 5. So like they got like young kids, young kids. So, but yeah, he's still around. He's definitely been doing more over on Twitter though. That's kind of been the platform he's been utilizing and growing, and building over there. So, faux show. But yeah, he does a Twitter space, or an X space, basically every night. A bunch of baby kids. Facts. There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is definitely him. But yeah, the homie, he's doing good. He's doing good. Building that Twitter, getting that Twitter engagement and community building over there. So he's doing well, doing well. And he's yeah, like I said, he's got his NFT project. And bring he does a good job of bringing community together. I think Saturday they had like a community mega space where they had I think they went for like 4 or 5 hours with just different projects, different communities coming together, and stuff like that. So he's doing his thing over there. He's still doing his thing over there. But yeah, baby's kids for sure. Question for you: how is Texas weather in October? Might be out there early October. Um, I mean, it's October's a really is a good time. October's a good time to be here. It's still it's not cold, like it's not cold, but it's not hot. We'll probably have we might get to the 80s during the day, 70s, 80s, and then get down to like 50s at night, high 40s, low 50s, somewhere around there. Perfect hoodie weather. Perfect hoodie weather. So, but yeah, it's a pretty solid time. And if you're here in the earlier time, it might like you might hit the 80s in the earlier time just because it's still Texas, and that's still like our winter. Um, 70s during the day, 70s maybe get into the 80s depending on how early you get here. But yeah, what part of Texas will you might be coming to? Forney, Forney, Texas. I know exactly where Forney, Texas is. My dad used to live in Forney, Texas. That is like it's like an hour away from me. Hour. It's like on the other side of Dallas. That's on the other side of Dallas. We could actually we could probably make a meetup happen if you actually make it out here. That'd be solid. But yeah, good old Forney, Texas, big time town right there. It actually has grown a lot. But that's cool. Not too far, about an hour away. We try to make that happen though. Try to make something happen. Maybe meet in like grab dinner in Mesquite. Mesquite's like 15 minutes up the road, 10 minutes up the road from Forney. I don't know. I guess I can reach out to my dad and see what good restaurants are in Forney. I don't know. Trying to hit the Yogi Bear campground right there. Okay. I don't give me the I don't no clue. But that's solid. And the wife's cousins live out there. Very solid. It's a nice town. It's kind of got that's still kind of that old school small town feel. It just depends on which side of the highway you're on. Like one side of the highway is like the old school like old town, and then you got the other side of the highway where they've been building out uh, and stuff like that. So the Forney Jackrabbits, I believe, is the high school mascot. Forney Jackrabbits. I can't really say nothing. My mascot was a farmer. Speaking of my high school, they absolutely a bunch of the kids that I coached back in the day are in high school now, and man, I think they won 50-7 last Friday, opening week. So I love the fact that football season is here. We got college football started. I actually watched the Notre Dame Navy game. Not a very exciting game, but it was football, so I watched it. And so it's really cool. I'm really glad. It's my favorite time of year, football season. I had a fantasy draft the other day on Sunday. I got another draft coming on Sunday, and then I got another draft on Monday. So yeah, it could. It's good times. Good times. Let me tell you, my family they drafted on my dad's side. They we had a draft. Bless their heart. Bless. But my dad drafted like in the fourth round Deuce Vaughn. No, I love Deuce Vaughn. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think he's going to be a very good fantasy pick. Uh, and I had to talk my dad out of picking. Like he almost drafted a backup kicker. He almost drafted a backup kicker. I had to tell him I was like, "Hey, don't do that. Like you don't need another kicker. Stop doing that." But yeah, I was actually pretty pleased with my team. I got quite a few top players. We can actually take a look at it here. Run down my. I'll see what y'all think. If y'all are y'all into fantasy football at all? If y'all are into fantasy football, let me know. But yeah, here's my team. I got Jalen Hurts, Tony Pollard. Uh, here's the thing: is I drafted Alvin Kamara and then they suspended him, so I'm gonna have to slide him out. But I think I'm gonna slide him out uh, with Gibson from Washington, Antonio Gibson. I am actually gonna do that because they play Arizona. I'm gonna do that right now. Move. We're gonna put Gibson in there. Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, so I got Jalen Hurts, Tony Pollard, Gibson, Debo Samuels, Calvin Ridley, T.J. Hawkinson, Waddle. I got the Browns defense, meh, and then my kicker is Chew. But I also picked up Chris Godwin, Brendan Ayuk, Corton Sutton, Gabe Davis, Dalton Knox, uh, and uh, and Mostert from Raheem Mostert from the Dolphins. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome for that. That was a play that I wasn't necessarily like it surprised me, but it more surprised me for the fact that San Fran let him go. You know, being young and being a new, a new what you call it. He's a first round pick. I think he was like the number 4 pick overall, and we got him for a fourth round pick. I mean that I'll take that. I'll take that trade. Uh, Yeah, y'all really got rid. Y'all got him. Y'all got nothing for him because it probably is going to be like a fifth round pick. Uh, in all honesty, so you're going to get our fourth round pick, which is that probably going to be a fifth round pick, um, closer to it. So, I mean, it what it did for us is it bolstered our backup. If for some reason Dak goes down, you got Trey Lance and you got Cooper Rush, and I think he's a solid player. You know, you give him a chance to kind of sit behind somebody and not have he can grow, learn, same kind of style of offense. So it's still that West Coast offense. So we'll see how it goes. And the fact that we got him for a fourth round pick, I can't be mad at that at all. At all. So you know what I mean? Can't be mad. He needs to stay healthy is the key. Yeah. And that's the thing is with him being he doesn't there's not the stress of him having to come in and play. He can come in, learn the offense, learn and grow, get some experience underneath his belt. You know, work against the practice squad, work against the twos and threes. And so I think he could potentially be a good payoff for the Cowboys down the road. So, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm cool with it. I am absolutely cool with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean Players staying healthy. That's the key overall. That's always the key. He only lasted 5 quarters. That's also the problem is that he had to play in San Fran. He had to come in and actually play. And sometimes when you're that young, unless you're Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen, um, it's hard. Or even Justin Herbert for LA. I mean, you look at all the really good college quarterbacks. You take Tua. What has Tua done in the NFL? Not much. So yeah, I mean, I'm to be truthfully honest, I have not. I don't know. I haven't followed him. He's been a 49er. I haven't followed him much. Um, so we'll see how it goes. But I like I said, he's not expected to come here and have to play. He's not going to start. We're not expecting him to start. And even if Dak does go down, you're going to see Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is going to come in. He actually got play started. He actually got playing time last year and did pretty well during the 3 or 4 games that he played. But it's one of those, if Dak does get injured, and for some reason, if Cooper Rush gets hurt, you got a decent backup. So he can learn, grow, and hopefully get that the knowledge of the game that he needs to really be successful. And who knows? Maybe in a couple of years he's able to fight for a starting position. You never know. You never know. Speaking of football, we got college football this weekend. We got college football this weekend. I'm excited to see what my horns do. Granted, we're playing Rice, so it should be 50-10 maybe. But yeah, Rush did look good. Rush is a solid backup. And I will say, what I do love that the Cowboys did is that we had Will Greer, who is a solid quarterback. He's going to be a solid quarterback, a solid backup for a team. I love the fact that the team, Jerry and the coaches, they went to Will Greer and told him before the trade was happening that hey, this is what we're doing, and they also allowed him to play the entire game. He got 4 quarters of tape to send off. It was like, hey, here's my showcase. This is what I can do. I really do like the fact that the Cowboys gave him the entire game. Instead of, hey, we're going to let Cooper Rush start. He's going to play the first quarter, and then we'll let you come in. He had the entire game, and Will Greer he put on a show. He looked really good, threw the ball well, made smart decisions, and I hope that somebody picks him up. I have a feeling somebody will after that performance there. But I was very very pleased and proud of the Cowboys for the way they handled that. With letting Will Greer know, and then not only that, because they could have totally just played Cooper Rush, and that could have been it. Through let Will Greer have the second half or something like that. But they gave him the entire game. So very solid, very very solid there. But yeah, it's football season, and y'all know I love me some football season. I love me some football season. Every once in a while, I get like I kind of almost sometimes maybe just a little bit miss coaching, but at the same time, I don't. I don't. I don't really miss it too much. I just miss the brotherhood, like the camaraderie, watching kids grow, making them better. But we did it for 17, almost 18 years, so I did my part. But yeah, what else we got, chat? Anything else? Anything else? Y'all let me know what anything else y'all want to talk about before we wrap it up and get out of here. I'll go get some food in my life because you know your boy is hungry when it comes to this time of day. But yeah, so like I said, we'll kind of recap the what we talked about earlier. We had the big news of the day is Grayscale winning their appeal against the SEC. That's really the big news of the day. We're seeing Bitcoin go from 26,000 all the way up to touch 28,000. And where is it at? Let's see where it's at right now. Yeah, it's still holding almost. I mean, we're like
$20 away from 28,000. So very nice to see that. Ethereum back up in the 1700s, and BNB sitting there at almost $230. So very nice to see that. That really did help the market out, and got a movement to the green side today. So back up to I'm almost a 1.1 overall 1.1 trillion overall market cap for crypto. So big news there. Bitcoin, or Grayscale, winning their appeal against the SEC, and also X, the artist formerly known as Twitter, is they have acquired their license for trading, for payments and trading of crypto. So very solid there as well. So yeah, we'll have some more Grove news tomorrow as we get into our Grove Live mega space. And we'll have some fun over there tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern time, 7:30 Central time. It's going down. Me, Mac, the rest of the Grove squad will be there having some fun, and talking some good stuff, and talking some new news, some crypto news, and stuff like that. But other than that, not seeing too much come across at the moment. So we are going to wrap it up and get up out of here. I'm gonna go get some lunch in my life because your boy's hungry. So on that note, two things in this world that you can control at all times: attitude and effort. Stay positive. Give 110% in everything you do. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Tell somebody you love them today. You never know. It may change their day, their week, their month, or even their year. Love y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow right here. Same time, same vibe, same great channel. Until then, I'm just a man. Peace.